So you're tired of living in a world of glup shitos and cameos in numerous different Star Wars projects and just want something kind of original. Don't worry, because the publishing side of things absolutely has you covered. Here's some of my favorite Star Wars books that don't really revolve around main characters or glup shitos. I feel like this is a pretty easy place to look to start, but the High Republic era doesn't really have any characters from the main saga, with the exception of Yoda, and with the exception of the Acolyte, this era is specifically told through books and comics. And these books are honestly fantastic. If you've never sat through and read through the era of the High Republic, you absolutely should. Another book that I would highly recommend if you're looking for a more original Star Wars story is Inquisitor: Rise of the Red Blade by Delilah S. Dawson. It's a really interesting read revolving around an Inquisitor, so if you're interested in the Inquisitorius, you will absolutely enjoy this story, and it's a lot more emotional than you might expect. And bouncing off of that a little bit, I am going to also recommend the Dr. Aphra script. If you want to listen to this in an auditory fashion, you can do so on pretty much any app that you use to listen to audiobooks. But this book revolves around Dr. Aphra, who's basically like a Star Wars archaeologist. She does work with Darth Vader, but he's definitely not the main focus, I would say. This book is definitely her story, and it's a really fun read. There's also books based on the Battlefront series. So when the 2015 game came out, Twilight Company by Alexander Freed was released. If you like war stories and just battles and things like that, this is probably going to be for you. And then for Battlefront 2, there was Inferno Squad by Christy Golden, and this revolves around the characters from the campaign of Battlefront 2 if you've already played that. So if you like Inferno Squad, you'll get a lot more of them in this book. Also, if you're a big fan of pilots and starfighters and things like that, the Alphabet Squadron books are phenomenal reads. I love all three of these books. The third one is probably one of my favorite Star Wars books ever. There are some characters from shows that appear in these books, but again, the main characters are characters that are not in the films, and every member of Alphabet Squadron is just exceptionally written. Anything by Alexander Freed, people say billions must read, billions must read.